Alf Gluskin, co-founder of Coerver Coaching, and in our 30th year, we've been going around the world speaking to people that we've worked with, some great coaches, some great clubs, and some great players. And I'm very proud of this young man, Terry Antonis. Terry first came to the Coerver program when he was 5 years old. Now he's an established professional that's played for his country. And I remember one video, DVD series we made where Terry was tiny and he introduced himself as a Coerver kid, and that's what I think of him. So Terry, let's go back. When did you start playing football?
I started when I was four years old, yeah.
Yeah. And actually I saw you when you were 5 at New South Wales, the Parklea. And you're the first kid that, at 4 or 5 that I saw. You were on the left and you changed direction and passed the ball with your right foot. So you were using one foot. I've never seen that in such a young kid. And then I found out that you were in the Coerver program. So between, say, I mean, it's a long time, but between 5 and 11, did you do Coerver every day? I mean, what was your routine?
Yeah, well, practically we done 3 times a week. I'm pretty sure it was down at Parklea. And we used to get ball mastery skills, use movements and stuff, and I used to go home and practice it, and we had homework to do and complete. And nearly every day I went down there, practiced my ball mastery, my skills, my touches, and it was good, you know, it was really good. You get to master the whole ball.
Yeah. And one of the things that we, I think is important, I know, maybe Messi and other people are exceptional, but is to being two-footed. Do you think that the Coerver work made you two-footed?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, you use one leg, then you use the other, and it helped my left leg, which is weaker. It helped it heaps, and doing a little ball mastery, I reckon it helped heaps.
So, and there's no misconception that, like, it just helps your dribbling, but, what I've seen over these years when we devised the program is the first thing it helps is your passing and receiving. I mean, would you agree to that?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I think because you're using your ball mastery, is like you're using your whole body, and your touches, and definitely I think it helps your passing, your control, everything really. Yeah,
because let's say between 5 years old and 11, Terry, how kind of homework did you do? I mean, the ball, what would you do? And on average, what would you do every day?
Probably an hour and a half a day, just after school, I'll go with my dad, go down to the park and do it, so it was good, but it helped me heaps, I think.
Yeah. I mean, did you like it? Because obviously sometimes, you have to do things, and there's other times you like doing things. I mean, how did you feel about it?
I loved it, because we used to get homework and get new skills every day, it was challenging doing it, you wanted to do it to make it perfect, so I really liked it.
I remember one DVD we made, I think it was Make Your Move, you were about 7 or 8, and you were making up your own moves. I mean, some of them were impossible, but having said that, but I don't think that was the point. The point was that, was it fun for you to do it? Because I think when you're young, that fun element's hugely important.
Yeah, no, I had fun doing it, you see all players around the world doing skills, you want to try to be like them and try to make your own stuff up as well, so it was good, really fun.
And then I know you started playing up, and there's big controversy about, certainly in Europe, the clubs I work with, about how, how many years you'd play up. But I know that Kelly Cross, who's the coach of education in Australia, who's done a fantastic job in Australia, asked Kelly to take you, and you were with boys of what, 17, 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you find that? I mean, you were 12.
Yeah, no, it was pretty crazy, I'd like to thank Kelly for helping me with that, but it was good, really good, I practiced my skills against them, and they were bigger and that, but at the same time made you more tougher, made you think quicker, and you got to make that step, but it was good, I had my skills on me and I tried to work it on them against older people, I used it against my age, now I try to make it older as well, so it was good.
No, it's fine. And then, what age were you selected to the national team?
I got selected when I was 17.
17?
Yeah, got picked into the under-20s, so with Jan Versleyen, so it was very good.
What did that feel like?
It was great, you train, you see the Socceroos playing, and then everyone's dream is playing, and then going to the World Cup with the under-20s was another good thing, so it's pretty good.
And then going back to Coerver, Terry, of course, you know, some of the skills are difficult. Did that put you off, or just made you more determined?
No, it made me more determined to get it perfect, you know, try to get it, you know. There was sometimes I couldn't do it, but you keep going down there and keep practicing. Like, I'll get on my right leg, but then you got to do it on your left leg, so it made me more determined to do it. And
then now you're at a really good club, Sydney United, and you've got Del Piero. He's a seasoned pro. I think he's in his late 30s now. But does he talk about European football and you as a player? I mean, how would you fit into European football?
Look, Del Piero is he's one of the best players Italy's ever produced, and he's a great role model on and off the field. And just watching him, he even uses, you know, ball skills like stuff Coerver we used to do at Coerver, you know. So it's pretty good. But in Europe, I will love to go there, you know. It's just it's more on the ball, you know, and that's what I love to do, you know. So
is that your ambition, Tony?
Yeah, no, definitely. I love to go overseas and play somewhere in Europe, you know. So just got to keep working.
Last month I was in Greece, and I worked at Panathinaikos, and I was astounded that in their academy system, their coaches, out of 20 coaches, there were 11 former national team players as coaches, and partly because of the Greek economy, it's not doing very well. But which coaches? How important is a coach to a player? You're a player now. How important is a coach?
Yeah, it's a huge, you know, it takes huge tally on you, and it's great knowing that you've looked up to these players. You watched them when you were younger, you know. Then they're coaching you. It's huge. You know, now with Sydney FC, I got Frank Farina as my coach, and he was the ex-Socceroos coach. He used to play, and
good player.
It was good, you know. He's teaching you what he used to do, you know. So it takes you to another step.
And now, sort of, you're getting an older man, right? You're getting older. How do you feel there's a place for Coerver in your current, you know, as you're going through your 20s and then you hit your 30s? Do you think you should continue that?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think practicing and going over and over again, you know, like, it's good, you know. It helps your touches. Like, I find with myself, it helps your touches, your control. Just, like, how do I say, like, it teaches your whole body how to move, you know. So using the ball mastery and stuff, like, it's great.
So it's still relevant. You still do it?
Yeah, when I can, I still always do it.
Terry, one of my favourite kids.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.